Hello, hello. I am on my lunch break at the hospital. I am in the middle of a 72-hour fast, or going towards the end of a 72-hour fast, actually. It is 1 p.m.-ish, and I finished my fast at 6 p.m. So I wanted to hop on here because, number one, what am I doing? I am on my break, and I have gone outside. I'm able to do that maybe 80% of the time in my job. So if you can't do that, I'm sure there's other things. If you're so busy that you can't get a break, that can be convenient when you're fasting. But what's going to keep you fasting is your mindset, because this is really a mental struggle. So I want to talk about your mindset before a fast. Like, what are you thinking? What mindset is it that convinces people to attempt a fast, and my personal experience with that, and then your mindset during a fast and how that can change the trajectory of your successfulness with a fast. So basically, before a fast, you're thinking that you want to do something good for yourself. You want to detox. You want to figure out what this is all about. Maybe you want to aim for a goal like weight loss, or mental clarity, or eliminating sugar addiction, or beginning to battle insulin resistance. All of these things are reasons that people are drawn to attempt an extended fast. So the one thing I will say as far as advice in that arena goes, and this is something that I tell people frequently, is, as we say in medicine and in herbal prescriptions and recommendations, start low and go slow. So if you are trying something like fasting, you can go about it however you want, and that's one beautiful thing about it. Like, you don't have to start low and go slow, but it is one of these things where if you throw yourself all into the wolves and you're not prepared and you're not in the right mindset, you may fail fast and easily, and you may convince yourself that you can't do it. You may convince yourself that it's too hard, that you're just one of those people that can't go without food, that you couldn't tolerate it. And generally speaking, if you've been there or done that and you want to open yourself to attempting a fast again, I would like to suggest that you work again on your mindset around the fast. If you have a mindset of you can't, you failed, of course you're going to believe that you can't. So I will also share that in my past, I have done some pretty extreme, like intermittent fasting during weight loss periods, and that I'm a chronic dieter in the past, and that fasting is the first thing really for me that doesn't feel like it's a diet. It feels more like a lifestyle, really, truly. And also avoiding the most inflammatory foods that there are that lead to most disease processes being flared up, which are sugar, grains, and the third is dairy, which I'm always hesitant to say because I have not eliminated dairy from my life yet. Back to topic. Your mindset when going into a fast is very important. So what I mean specifically for this is that you have to do it out of love. So in the past, when I have experienced intermittent fasting pretty seriously, I was doing it out of a place of self-punishment and self-hate, basically. If I boiled it down to the real truth, I was doing it from a place of, I have been so out of control. I am so disgusting. I have let myself go, and I need to pull in the reins. Here is one way. Oprah says that you can stop eating after 6, and then I got to where I would stop eating after 4, and I did it like that. And there's been many times where I restricted food. sometimes I was so bad in my times of like barely eating ever and over exercising, when I would not eat all day so that I could drink alcohol that night. Has anyone ever done that? If you can relate to that, or you have opinion about that, post it down in the comments. I would love to connect with some people on that. That's a really bad thing to do. For me, it was a very maladaptive thing. So my mindset going into a fast, if I want to set myself up for success, has to be a couple of things. Number one, failure is not an option. I'm not doing this because I think I maybe want to do it. I'm not doing this because, I need to, but I probably can't. The conversation that I have with myself around fasting consists of when I'm in my groove, which is right now. It's not an option. Food is not an option. So I am more able to distract myself and convince myself not to quit when food is not an option. For instance, right now, I have wanted to eat a number of times today. The first day, food went through my mind a lot of times. The second day, food went through my mind sometimes, just not as much. And the third day, today, food has barely gone through my mind. But the couple of times that food went through my mind, it was like, I could just stop early because food sounds good. I even had one thought today that was like, why not give up on all of this altogether? Because why be so difficult on myself? Why not just eat whatever I want and enjoy life? But I quickly was able to redirect myself with a mindset focus of, no, you're wrong. That's a lie. You're not allowed in my brain. That thought is not of me or for me. So bye. And so, and then again, I'm here. I decided to not sit in the break room with everybody else who's eating and come outside. I've taken my shoes and socks off, and I am literally grounding right now. I am getting ions and anions from the earth. I am connecting with the earth, and we are energetically, literally measurably interacting with one another, the earth and I. Grounding, Google it. I'll do a video about it someday. So, and that's my mindset going in. Your mindset going in has to be solid and firm. And how do you get it there? You put content into your mind that's going to shift it there. You watch videos like this. You watch videos like Thomas DeLauer. You watch videos like The Fasting Fat Man. You watch, maybe if you can deal with the harshity of the love that Cole Robinson gives in his snake diet videos, you watch those. If you need a little softer interpretation of that, you watch Shameen Miller or Sasha Snake Diet Girl, or there's so many more, but I love Shameen. Hi Shameen. Hi Sasha. Hi Cole. I love your ass too. And Maya, what is it, 500-pound fat lady? Oh my God, I'm so proud of all these people. And there's another one, it's like 600 pound by pound. He's new, he's coming on the scene. These are massively obese people that are, not all of them, but Cole and, thought I heard somebody watching me. Anyways, Cole is a snake. Just look these people up, okay? These are people that are proponents of fasting that are really good to listen to and watch when you are in the fasting mode. Furthermore, Jason Fung, anything by Jason Fung, YouTube, The Obesity Code, podcast, The Obesity Code, the book, The Obesity Code. How about that? The Complete Guide to Fasting. Intermittent Fasting Stories by Jen Stevens. That's Gin Stevens. That's a podcast. Intermittent Fasting Stories. Her book, Delay, Don't Deny. She doesn't do extended fasting, but her stories about she interviews a different person who's fasting each time, and they tell all of the benefits. This is leading up to a fast. Fill your mind up with information about why fasting is beneficial. If you are like me and research articles do a little bit of something for you, Go to Google Scholar and type in there like benefits of fasting or intermittent fasting for whatever goal you have. Weight loss, intermittent fasting for diabetes, intermittent fasting for whatever, and you will find research that supports this. So, your mindset during your fast. I've talked a little bit about this already because you distract yourself from food. You tell yourself it's fine. It's actually very relieving and freeing. You tell yourself that you're not eating right now and you don't need food. You don't make a big deal about it. Socially, I can tell you by experience that if I'm like, I'm fasting, don't even offer me anything because you know like that I can't even eat it, and like I wish I could, but I'm a fat ass and I'm fasting because I have no control and I want control, so I'm trying to fast to get control. If you're doing that, you're gonna fucking fail, and the people around you are gonna be like, don't treat yourself like that, but they're gonna say it by saying like, oh, eat the chip and eat the chips and dip. But like, instead, if you come from a place where you're like, I'm not eating right now, I'm good, I'm seriously like not hungry and I don't want food and I feel really good. Like right now, I feel normal. I am over 60 hours fasted and I feel like super normal. I don't feel weak. And let me tell you, that snake juice, y'all, that electrolyte water, that stuff holds you tight, man. It holds you tight. If you're not getting enough sodium while you're on a fast, this is going to be a problem. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Jason Fung talks about it. Cole Robinson talks about it. Almost everyone I've ever followed that does extended fasting or intermittent fasting talks about it. What's that other guy's name? Logan something that battled a brain tumor. He is a proponent of fasting. I don't know what he's up to recently, but Logan, brain tumor, fasting, like Logan, brain tumor, keto. You can find him by looking for those things. He's on YouTube and Instagram and all that. Anyways, they talk about sodium. If your salt gets low, imagine how much sodium you eat in your normal diet. If your salt gets low, you're drinking snake juice, you gonna be good. Now, if you didn't bring it or whatever and you got water only, get some Himalayan salt, put it in your mouth. Shake it all about. You do the Himalayan salt, you put it in your mouth. That's how your pain goes down. It literally like minimizes your hunger. It'll give you a boost of energy if you're feeling like, oh my God, I'm so tired. I can't even make it through the day. It will give you a boost of energy. It will super help you. Like if your sodium gets low, you will be symptomatic. You will be weak, fatigue, malaise. And you know how easy it is to give up when you feel like that? This is another point where I am discussing mindset. If you are protecting your electrolytes, you're going to be able to go a lot longer and feel a lot more normal fasting. So I refer to all of those videos and books and podcasts when I was learning about, I just scour everything. If I want to know something about a topic, I scour everything out there to absorb all of the information that I can. I am also writing my master's project on intermittent fasting for as applied to weight loss and weight maintenance. Cool, fun, wada, fun. But, you know, I'm more excited about it for myself, and I've found so many benefits in writing that it's almost difficult to gear it towards weight loss and weight maintenance because there is a plethora of information on that topic, but there are so many other things that it benefits that I want to include. So read something, watch something. Now, if you get on a video that's like telling you negative things that are going against what your goal is, fasting is dangerous, this happened to me, don't look at those videos. Don't watch those videos. Don't read those books. Don't listen to those podcasts. Find somebody who is saying something about your goal. Eric Westerman, why can't I remember? Anyways, there's a bunch of information. There is a massive amount of information. There's a little buggy. There is a massive amount of information on YouTube about fasting and podcasts. Obesity Code, dude. The Obesity Code will blow your mind because they talk about people with unhealed diabetic foot ulcers that have been there for like a year and been operated on to debride and clean out and try to heal, not healing for over a year, and then they start fasting and they heal in I want to say 4 months. Megan Ramos, who works with Jason Fung, I heard her say in a podcast that she has had multiple patients fast for a period, after fasting for a period of time, full gray head of hair, and their roots are growing out the color of their hair. What in the world? This is mind-blowing, and fasting dates back to Hippocrates. Fasting connects to all religions. Fasting is a good way to ground your mind, body, and soul. Fasting will assist you in breaking up with sugar, getting off of what I call the sugar gravy train, and breaking your sugar addiction and your wheat addiction. Wheat, gluten, and casein, wheat and its cousins, gluten and casein, are literally psychoactive, as is sugar. But you can read in Wheat Belly is the name of the book. Wheat and casein, gluten and casein actually absorb into the bloodstream in larger particles than is good for your bloodstream. And we're supposed to only be absorbing like the smallest, most broken down amino acids, but they absorb in peptides, which are like multiple amino acids connected together. Your body doesn't have an easy time dealing with that. It actually looks at it as a foreigner. So you have this immuno response, like your immune system, this autoimmune response to these foods that you're eating, right? And they cause this massive inflammatory cascade. And this is why in celiac and non-celiac inflammatory disorder issues where you have a difficult time with gluten and wheat, a lot of people, my point is, a lot of people have this problem and they don't realize it. They don't realize that the lining of their gut is leaky and that it lets too many things into the bloodstream, and then that's causing these autoimmune problems. And a lot of times it's like it manifests as like achy joints or generalized malaise or anxiety and depression. And in fact, gluten and casein can permeate, they can penetrate, they can get through the blood-brain barrier. And then furthermore, they attach, this is a receptor, this is the opioid. Opioids are pain medicines, opium-derived substances. We have these receptors in our brain and spinal cord, and when these little molecules come, they attach, and that's how they work. That's how they begin to take effect on your central nervous system and on your body. Well, gluten and casein can get through the blood-brain barrier into the spine and brain and connect. They can plant themselves in these receptors and cause this, but they don't make you high. They make you hungry. They make you want more. And there are withdrawal symptoms that Narcan work on relieving. If you are having withdrawal, no. That's not the point. The point is the Narcan, if you are under the effect of wheat, I'll have to look that up. But I just read about it. But it's mind-blowing, dude. Gluten and casein literally get attached to the opiate receptors in the brain. That is insane. So keep your mindset right. Be proactive about the content that you put into your mind so that you can continue to be proactive about the content that you put into your body or that you don't put into your body. I'm going to leave at that, but like, let me just tell you, if you have these negative thoughts, shift. Text somebody, get a buddy, come be a part of my Proactive Whole Person Wellness group on Facebook and get into one of our fasting rounds, or look up Shameen Miller. Shameen Miller has a rolling 48-hour fasting group. She's amazing. Snake diet group, amazing. Intermittent fasting group, Delay Don't Deny with Jen Stevens on Facebook, amazing. But if you want to be a part of a small, wholehearted community, come to Proactive Whole Person Wellness on Facebook and join one of our 72. I just started it. This is the first one. I just started this fasting round. I am about to finish up the first 72-hour fasting round. You don't have to fast 72 hours to be a part of this group. You just have to want to know information. You can come in there if you're not fasting. You can come in there if you're doing intermittent fasting, like start at 12 hours if that's enough for you. If that's the only thing you can do, start at 12 hours and then bump it up to 14 and then bump it up to 16 and then bump it up to 18. And you can bump it up daily or over multiple days or over weeks. It's your call, dude. This is a tool for life. Fasting will benefit you in so many areas. Your mind will continue to be blown. So yeah, come join me. Like this video, subscribe to my page. I'm trying to bust out there with my message, and I just love so hard, and I love so much, and I love you guys, and I love learning to heal myself and the fact that we can heal ourselves. It's so exciting to me, and fasting is a very strong way to do that. So yeah, come join me. Also proactive_wellness_Insta on Instagram. Come on down, y'all.